On a recent Friday afternoon, 32-year-old Jackie Lin thought it was time to reward himself. So he walked into this car dealership in Beijing and dropped $100,000 and change on a brand new, fully loaded Mercedes-Benz R-Class 350. And oh, by the way, he paid cash.
I like the price for the quality of car that I'm getting.
Lin, an investment executive, is part of what some are calling China's Me generation. These days, this generation has plenty to smile about. They are driving and prospering from China's economic boom.
China today is not like it was 30 years ago. We have more opportunities today to succeed.
And what are some of the values that matter the most to this generation?
Career, its goods, its prosperity, its clothes, its lifestyles.
Much is changing in China, not just economically, but also politically. But you stop and talk to young people about their political views and what they think about what's going on in this country politically. Their answer? They're not interested.
Our life is so good, why do we need to care about politics? I don't have time to think about this.
On Friday evenings, Beijing's young and socially active crowd can be found enjoying the city's fine dining and entertainment. We met a couple of 20-something women discussing the latest fashion trends and how to make money in the Chinese stock market.
Politics seems so far away from our daily lives. Besides, what can we do to try and change the system? So far, the government is doing a good job with the economy.
James Mann, author of The China Fantasy, says many of today's young people are disinterested because they are nervous about pushing for political reform.
Young people in China have grown up under a system for decades where there's been tremendous penalties for any kind of political activity, at least political activity that challenges the Communist Party's monopoly on power.
So this generation opts for stability and the freedom to pursue better living standards. CBN News met two young entrepreneurs who started their own business, giving dance lessons to some of the clubs in town.
When we get together with friends, we talk about entertainment, fashion, music, pop stars, things that people our age around the world talk about. I don't think our parents would have dared to start such a business.
Like so many of China's young people, these women are keenly aware of what life was like for their parents living through some of the darkest days in China's political history.
I know my parents suffered a lot. They would have been punished for wanting to make money like us. But today we live such different lives compared to them.
A life that isn't without its share of challenges.
The society, our family, our friends expect a lot from us. They demand that we get a good job, a nice house, and make money.
For some, turning to religion has become fashionable to cope with the daily pressures.
There are things that I cannot handle on my own. The pressure is just too much. I sometimes ask God for help.
300 million plus, that's the number of young people under 30 in China today. And combined with an emerging middle class, China watchers say this segment of society has the potential to shape China's future. The question is whether they'll use their growing influence to push for a more open society or be satisfied with the status quo. George Thomas, CBN News, Beijing.